Today is 21st October. I'm in the Missouri University and I'm asking some of the questions to our respected student about their university. Can you tell me, first of all, can you tell me your name and what subject you're studying, please?
My name is Sophia and I'm studying finance, banking, and real estate.
Okay, and you?
I'm Jordan. I'm studying business. I don't know my emphasis yet.
Okay, and how about you, sir?
My name is Ethan and I'm studying journalism and political science.
Political science. I just want to know some background of the university, how this university and when it established, and as a student, how do you consider and how do you feel about this school and gradation and all other stuff? Can you give me some brief idea so that I can explain to show some of the future student, please?
Well, one tradition that we're all celebrating right now is homecoming. So this is the 101st homecoming at the University of Missouri, and the three of us are on a committee together to help with some of the events that are a part of homecoming. So that's a major tradition. In terms of when we were founded, it was 1839.
We were the first land-grant university west of the Mississippi. So what's really cool, the columns back there behind Jesse, they're iconic to Mizzou because that was the first Jesse and it burnt down and they contemplated moving Mizzou to another city, but they ended up keeping it, so those are still standing from the original Jesse building. So that's kind of the iconic symbol of Mizzou.
Okay. And how many students are studying? Do you have any idea roughly in this university?
Total number of students enrolled, including undergraduate and graduate students, is 36,000. And then undergrad we have about 31,000. So.
Okay, and whole state-wise, what's the grade of this university? Is there any, can you explain?
A lot of students from schools in Missouri will end up coming to the University of Missouri.
But this year actually was the first year that we received more out-of-state applications than in-state because enrollment's increasing so much. There's a lot of people from Texas and Chicago, I notice, but every state's represented, and a lot of people come from out-of-state for journalism because we have the best journalism school.
Okay, and how about the international student?
As far as international students go, the university is very accepting of international students. I believe roughly right now, representing Southeast Asian countries, we have roughly 900 students. And then from countries like China and India, we see about 1,000 students from each of those countries respectively. And we see a lot more of them as graduate students rather than undergraduate students. But the university works with them through the International Center, arranging for housing and things like that, because we know it can be a transition coming from another country to the United States.
So this is one of the best university in America for the photojournalism and journalism?
Yeah, it's considered the premier university for journalism because the university is the birthplace of the School of Journalism. No other college or university had one. So it's kind of revolutionary, and it kind of teaches in a unique manner of hands-on learning. So you learn literally by working at the newspaper or working at the television station rather than sitting in a classroom and learning.
So roughly in the faculty of journalism and photojournalism, how many students in 2012?
How many students in the journalism school?
Yes.
I would estimate roughly 3,000. Like 3,000 students. Even with that large enrollment, though, the class sizes are kept very small. The largest class that you're really doing hands-on learning is about 20 students, but then we do have larger lectures where you have anywhere between 200 to 300 students.
Do you encourage the other student overseas and in-state student to enroll your school?
Since the university is considered the premier flagship university of the state, we don't really have to actively encourage students to come here because students want to come here because our programs are very competitive with those others in the Midwest as well as across the country.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate for the valuable information about the university. Thank you so much.